Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy TeflonJohn coming to you courtesy of the I Am TeflonJohn brand. In today's video, we're going to talk about failure. That's right, failure. I'm going to talk about the F word. And let me tell you, failure is something that, you know what I'm saying, failure gets a bad rap, you know what I mean? And the way we're taught failure in school, the way we're taught it through our life is that if you fail, then that's something bad. So let me tell you, I'm going to start off with my first point, that failure is good. Yes, failure is good. The reason failure is good because, for one, it shows that you tried. You attempted something, but it didn't come out the way it should have. Now, if you look at some of your greatest inventors, if you look at some of your greatest inventions, even to Facebook or even to any type of machine down to the automobile, there were failures that happened that led to the car that you're driving. There were failures that happened that led to the application of Facebook that you're using, because every time they failed, a lesson was produced. You know what I'm saying? They learned valuable information. You know, they gathered that data, then they went back and they invented and created more. So I want you to know that failure can produce valuable lessons that going to school cannot buy. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't buy the lessons that failure could give you. And another thing, you know what I'm saying? Failure is nothing but a lesson. You know, once you go out there and you're trying and you're doing your thing and you realize that it didn't work out, you got to come home with something. And normally that's a lesson, and it builds character, because now you've lost the fear of failure. And that's what I want to talk about too, is the fear of failure will keep you from even trying, will keep you from even taking that first step. And what happens is failure keeps you paralyzed. A lot of times you think about a goal or a dream or a vision or something that you want to do or step out and be in the community. Often you think about, what if it doesn't work? And what happens is, as you think those thoughts, you don't take any steps forward. And what happens is you become paralyzed in that thought state, and it becomes years. And before you know it, it's 5 years and you never know what happened. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes failure allows you to go to the grave with all this hidden potential that you didn't even try. You know what I'm saying? What you want to do is, at the end of the day, you want to say, you know what, I tried. You know, it didn't work out, but guess what? I tried. I gave it my honest effort. But hey, things didn't work out, but I learned from it. You know, with me doing social media and working the camera and soundboards and all that good stuff, there were plenty of times where I failed, where the video never got to y'all. But guess what? A lesson. I took a lesson that allowed my quality to step up to where it is now. You know what I'm saying? With using wireless mics and all that good stuff, there were failures. Sometimes we get married, and there's failures in our marriages. There's failures in our relationships. You know what I'm saying? There's failures in our professional jobs. You know what I mean? And so when it comes to that, you have to look at it as, I'm going to fail. I'm human. You know what I'm saying? You are going to fail at some point or another. But without failure, no growth takes place. Normally when you fail at something, like I said, you tried, it was something new, you done your research and you went after it. But the problem is, if there's no failure, there's no growth. The average business fails all the time, but you just don't see it because they're making money. But taking risk, making brash decisions leads to failure sometimes, because you got to try to do something different. But I want you guys to know that at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with failing. And if you're not starting your goal or going after your dream because of the fear of failure, I want to challenge you to go ahead and do it, because you're going to fail. That's just like learning how to walk, you're going to fall. Learning how to ride a bike, you're going to fall. But eventually, if you continue that process, you're going to get it right. And even after you get it right, you're going to fail. It's just a part of life. So I do not want you to walk around and feel like you don't want to try, or you don't want to give things a shot because you might fail. And the truth of the matter is, you will fail. At some point, you will fail. But it's about dusting yourself off, trying it again, learning from your mistakes, and applying what you learn. All right? So look, just remember, failure is not bad. Failure is nothing but a lesson given in a different form. And that's our message for this day. And if you want to contact me, you can email me at iamteflonjohn.com. And as I always say, one love, be blessed.